we're going to talk about this air conditioner and the fan. And those are the only two moments in the show because all of us need to feel that nice, cool moment right now. And I think what's very important about this next item is that we're talking about zone cooling here, which is a game changer when it comes time to receiving that air conditioning bill. Yikes, we're all going to need to run that all the time. And those numbers, they're not getting any lower. We are going to talk about the DeLonghi amazing 3-in-1 air conditioner right now. Sale price of this one is $399.98 or 5 easy payments of $80. It's a $39 savings off of the original QVC price that was $439. Out at retail, this baby is going to cost you $500. Here at the Q, less than $400. 12-month special financing on your Q card for $33.33. You're going to get your portable air conditioner as well as the remote. So nice and simple and easy to use. What I think is so fantastic about this one, there's no app involved. It's nice and just easy, simple air conditioning that we're going to be able to achieve that kind of zone cooling, which means, well, for me, I turn my air conditioner on and we're just in the bedroom at nighttime. What about the rest of the house that's getting cooled off? I don't need that, but I do need to sleep nice and comfortable. When I'm working in my office, I've got the whole house a cooling and I'm just in my office. So this is an amazing moment for you to go ahead and pick this one up right now because like I said, we are in excessive heat watch here in the greater Philadelphia area. So what a wonderful time for you to cool off your house and not have to worry about those crazy electric bills. Well, I'm not going to be here by myself for this one. I've got the wonderful Sean Pickford who's going to be joining us to talk about this fantastic air conditioning unit. Hey Sean, good to see you, my friend.
Hey Steve, good to see you. Hopefully you're staying cool because yeah, it is.
Holy
it's a
moly.
scorcher outside.
Yes, it is.
So, you know, especially for the people in the tri-state area, air conditioners are a great way to beat the heat, especially if you don't have it to begin with, can't afford it because it's not in the budget this year, or you have something in yours where it's on the fritz, meaning it's not working the way it should. So as you said, zone cooling is one of the best ways to do it. This unit will cool a 500 square foot area. That's a room that's 20 by 25 with an 8-foot ceiling, and it will do a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So the room I'm in right here, last 2 weekends ago, we had friends and family down and stuff, and my air conditioner wasn't working right. And it was hot. I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? Pulled out the DeLonghi, put it in the window, cooled off the space, and everybody was happy. Here, I needed some Freon, but I'd have gone the whole weekend with everybody sitting around sweating, and that's not fun. It's not comfortable.
Not at all.
So this is a better way to beat the heat.
Absolutely. So in addition to cooling, though, it's also dehumidifying, and there's a fan mode. So I'd love if you can walk us through all of those three functions, Sean.
All right, so right now I have mine in the air conditioning mode. So it's going to take the air that's in your home, it's going to bring it in through the back of the unit, and then it's going to take the moisture out, you know, the stickiness that we feel, and push it outside. That's what this hose is all about. So in order to be able to push it outside, you got to vent it some way. This is our window kit that fits into your window. Now, this doesn't stick out past the screen. My screen is in the window. It's easy to set up. The only tool you might need is a Phillips head screwdriver because I locked mine into the size that I needed. As long as your window is 20 inches small, up to 59 inches large, this will fit and opens up and down or side to side. If it's a casement window, which is that crank handle, and the window opens kind of like this, well, this won't work, it would fall out. Then you have dehumidification. What is that? That gets rid of all the stickiness and the moisture. For those of you with a basement below ground, you know what the humidity can be like. Well, it feels wet, all right? This gets rid of all that moisture. This will remove 8 gallons in a 24-hour period, and you don't touch a thing. There's no bucket, there's no pail, nothing to empty, and there's no line running down the side of your house because we pulverize those water particles and it comes out as a fine mist.
Right.
And then, last of all, it's that 3-speed fan, because some days you just need to circulate the cool air. This is a great way to be able to do that. In the fan mode, you do not have to have it hooked up to your window kit. You could put this anywhere in the room. It's got a 6-foot cord, and as you said, everything is controlled either by your remote control, and yeah, this comes with the batteries, or the unit itself. So if you misplace the remote, and I've done it on occasion, no problem. Everything is controlled right up front here.
Easy as that. I love that. And the fact that you can, of course, cool your house down, or if you don't want that air conditioning mode, nice fan, nice easy breeze, really, really great.
Right.
I mean, you're going to use this all throughout the year, but especially right now. But we've been talking about zone cooling as well. I mean, that is just a must-have for so many of us because let's face it, we're not going to be in every single room of our house at every
Right.
given time, right, Sean?
Well, yeah, and all the experts say, look, don't compensate for that room that doesn't get the cooling. Most people crank the thermostat down. You're walking around on a switch or freezing for that one room that's not getting the right cooling. Get yourself a portable air conditioner. All right, as you said, great point. Why are you cooling in the entire house when all you need to do is cool the bedroom in? There's a timer on this. You can set it. You can set it at your favorite temperature. So for zone cooling, you can't beat one of these things. They work awesome. And listen, mine is on high. For those of you that are light sleepers, no worries there. You'll be able to sleep with this guy on.
That's great. I love that. And you know what's so funny? I came home the other day. We split our time between here and New York City. Came home the other day. It literally took like, I don't know, maybe 5-6 hours to cool the apartment off.
Right.
We got a big apartment, but like it took so long to cool it off. So what happens?
Yeah.
We're sitting in there, hot apartment, miserable, waiting for it to get cool. With that timer function, that makes things so much easier because you can go ahead and blast that right on when you need to, when you know the time it's going to take to cool off the room that you're going to be in when you come home. So you can come right on outside from that hot weather and inside where it's nice and cool. $399.98 is the price on this one. 5 easy payments of $80. Out at retail, $500. Here at QVC, less than $400. You can also put it on your Q card for 12-month special financing for $33.33. You're going to get the portable air conditioner and you're also going to get that remote. We're talking about cooling, dehumidifying, and fan modes all in one here. So I do have to ask you, Sean, I'm seeing 11,500 BTU and 6,700 BTU. Can you walk us through what those numbers are?
So BTU is British thermal unit. That's how much energy it takes to raise and lower the temperature within a certain size room. 11,500 BTU is a good size air conditioner. It's not the biggest. You can get the 14, 15,000 BTUs. You can also see ones in the 7 to 800. So this is kind of right in the middle. This cools a bigger room. So that's why you when you're buying an air conditioner, you're buying it for the room or the area you want to cool, not just based on the price and how big or little the unit is. It's what it's going to cool. Because if I try and cool a 900 square foot space with this, it's not going to do a very good job. It's made for 500 square feet, which is 20 by 25. Now, that could be your entire apartment. Could be an entire third floor. Maybe it's a kid's dorm room. They're going off to college this year. Yeah, the college was built in the late 1800s. Do they have air conditioning? Probably not. So this is a great way to be cool. That's what you want to look at, those numbers. So, and 11,500 BTUs, I'll bet you, Steve, if you try and go to any of the stores in the tri-state area in the next 3 days, good luck finding an 11,500 BTU air conditioner, let alone with 5 easy payments.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, most of the country is seeing some crazy hot weather right now, triple digits in some cases. And the first day of summer is in a couple days. We haven't really officially entered the season. And Sean, you just brought up a really great point. Everyone is going to be running out to go grab additional air conditioning units because when it's that hot, your air conditioner is only going to be able to do so much, which is why we keep it on all the time. And if you have a 2-story home, the heat rises. So think about that as well. So all the more reason for you to go ahead and think about picking this one up right now because this is such an easy way to get this moving and grooving and cooling in the house. So Sean, once this arrives, how exactly do we set this up?
Okay, and that's a great point. It's coming to your door. You don't have to lug anything. You don't have to load it in the car. So we made it easier there. It's going to come to you in a box. You're going to take a pair of scissors and you're going to open the top of the box and cut the straps off. Then you're going to basically just lift the box off the top of this. There are handles on the sides right here. It weighs about 60 pounds. You need to raise it up about 2 inches because there's nice packing underneath because the wheels are already on there. So everything's protected. Then you just wheel it into the room, whether it's hardwood floors, carpet, you just wheel it into your space, find an outlet, okay? So I have an outlet down here. I'm using one of the 2 plugs. I do not need a special 20 amp outlet like those old window units. Then you're going to figure out, okay, what size is my window to put my window kit in? My window is a standard 31 inches, okay? That's about a normal size. It could be bigger, smaller, doesn't matter, because we give you the panels, so it's going to fit. The ends of the tubes are already on there, so we've made that easier. The one that's more oblong shape's going into your window kit. The one that's round is clicking into the back of your unit. So here's the other cool thing about this. When you get this home, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this laminated card, and it's going to give you 5 steps to set this up. Step number 4, plug it in. Step number 5, turn it on. You can do this. Anybody can do this.
Yeah.
So it's easy. On this side of the card, it gives you all your features, okay? What does that look like on the top of the panel? Well, this is the top of the unit right here. Here's the different pieces that come in your window kit and everything. It's simple. It's easy. There's nothing to be intimidated about putting this in. And let's face it, if I lived on the 5th floor and I had to balance this on a 2-inch window ledge, I don't think I'd be real comfortable with that.
No.
You're not worrying about any of that with this.
Oh, definitely not. And I know I'm far too familiar with those window units. I lived in New York City for 16 years and circuited through many of those, and they're a hassle. So easy that you're getting all the kit here, especially to set this up. So simple. As Sean was just telling us, you're going to get that amazing instruction guide that's going to just show you exactly what you need to do to get this right into your window. The fact that out at retail, this is $500, and right here at QVC, $399.98. It's a spectacular deal when you think about what your bills were last summer when you ran your air conditioner day after day after day. Well, this summer they're predicting an even hotter summer than it was last year. Now, I'm from California, where it gets up to 115 some odd degrees right in the center in the San Joaquin Valley. Actually, Fresno, California, where Leah Williams is from as well. Hot, hot, hot right there. Dry heat. Here on the East Coast, very humid, a different kind of heat. We are in an excessive heat watch right now here in Philadelphia, and now is the time for so many of us to pick this up as we enter the summer season officially later on this week. You don't want to have to sit in your home and wait for it to cool off. You can go ahead and put that timer setting on and get it nice and easily cool and comfortable in the house so you can just sit back and relax. But for me, it's all about sleep time. If the temperature is not perfect and stays perfect, I'm getting up, I'm restless. Think about your night's sleep, maybe putting this in the bedroom as well, where you're going to be able to zone cool your bedroom, stay nice and cool, and not have to keep that air conditioner on and then just cool the entire house when you're only in one room. We're looking at how this works exactly. I'd love if you could walk us through this, Sean.
Yeah, so you can see it's in the window there, then it's going to push the nice, cool, air-conditioned air back into the room. And it sends it through the entire room. It's not just around it. There's the remote control, so every feature you can control with the remote, from being 64 degrees cool to 89 degrees cool or anywhere in between. Got the timer function on there. You mentioned the great night's sleep. All the sleep specialists and everybody says the best way to get a good night's sleep is in a nice, dark, cool room. So you want to get a good night's sleep, this is the way to do it. These really don't make a lot of noise. Again, for you light sleepers out there, you don't have to worry about that. There's also a timer on there, so you don't want to wake up freezing cold in the middle of the night. You can set it so at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it shuts itself off. And by the time you wake up in the morning, it's at room temperature where you get up and like, oh, it's nice and comfortable. So many different ways to use this. Again, for zone cooling and stuff, I have 3 floors. I actually turn my bottom floor off because the cool air drops. So I try and cool the upper 2 floors and just let the bottom one be where it's at. But sometimes that doesn't work. If you have a lot of people and doors open and closing and things of that nature, you need some extra cooling. This is a great way to do it. Also, for those of you that are experiencing power outages, if you have a portable generator, usually one that's got some power to it, like 3,000 amps, something like that, this will run on a generator, okay? I know people that use these in their RV because the RV has one air conditioner and it's up front, but their bedroom's in the back. So it plugs into a standard household outlet. You can use it just about anywhere. It truly is portable.
It's fantastic. And I love the fact that you have the opportunity to go ahead and use your remote control or the display as well. Can you walk us through those, Sean?
Yeah, so the remote control is pretty easy. I mean, you can see how it nests in the top there. You can see how it says 72 degrees on here. So all the different little buttons light up depending on what you're looking to choose, okay? So The top of the panel is really easy. And again, it's on that laminated sheet. So if you need a quick reference guide, look at that one-page sheet and it'll tell you everything there. Same thing with your remote control. I mean, the button